so neat, beautiful. Oh, it is amazing, literally. I mean, when you're inside, you don't even realize you are in a shack, but that is actually not even the point. So anyway, so we walk in, I sit, so the woman's like, okay, I'll be a moment, I'm just quickly gonna make something in the kitchen. Oh my God, she comes out with this amazing breakfast: scrambled eggs, bacon, tomato, lettuce, bread. I was in awe, okay? I was in awe. This is what I'm talking about, okay? That for me was elevation. That was something. And so, equally, when I go to this friend who's got an opulent home, it's just about acknowledging someone's efforts. It doesn't matter at which level, it's besides the point. And this is the point I want people to get. It's not about how big, how small, how anything. It's just about, I remember the other day I took my daughter to do her hair. And so this lady that was going to do the hair was not there. So we phoned and she says, no, she's coming. So we were hanging around there. And this other lady said, oh, are you waiting for such and such? I said, yes. She says, okay, well, don't you want to come in and wait for her at my house? That was just something so sweet. That was, she was so warm. And it was in the shacks. And it was so clean. Well, we didn't go inside the house, but those homes where like the woman is sweeping outside, and you can see, because her house is spotless because she even sweeps outside. The sand outside, you can see that. For me, I am so impressed with that. And so she was like, do you want to come inside? So we're like, no, it's actually so nice, outside. It was nice, so on warm day. So we said we'll sit outside, but thank you so much for being so hospitable, and allow, we strangers, you don't know us, but you allow us, so I was really touched by that. I was literally touched by that. And I was saying to my children, I said, this is for me what it's about. This is what it's about. This is what I love about my people. We are just so welcoming and warm and hospitable and, friendly, and it just warms my heart. So, and I wanted them to learn to see, people who might have not much, but they are willing to share. Because I can assure you, if we went inside, she would have offered us a cup of tea or water or something. This is the caliber of our people, so yes, ultimately I'm saying, let us allow and people to be who they are, respect them for who they are, what they are, and make it okay for them to have what they have, and not for others to look at them and antagonize them and bully them, to be saying, oh, you are bragging, look at her, she's, posting all of this. Of course, everybody posts, okay? So why can't I post? Are you allowed to post? Okay, so only you are allowed, not me. Because if Tembisa does it, then it's like it's wrong. No, stop it. Please stop it, okay? Because Now, I've said to my daughters, I said, you know what? Blurt it out, because it doesn't matter how modest you become, people still hate on you anyways, okay? Because, you try to be like, it's all good, we don't boast, we don't brag, we don't whatever. But guess what? They still hate on you, all right? So just do it. Just get it over with and stop being apologetic about it. Okay, because they don't give a damn, all right? Because they've already made a decision, they are going to hate on you. And by the way, I do know it's not about me, okay? It's about them. It is about them, all right? Because they are the ones with the issues, all right? Um, they are the ones with the issues, because surely you are triggered by me and what I'm posting. Why are you triggered? So I know it's a you problem. So, let's get that straight. It's fine. I understand that. But I'm trying to teach my daughter that be you. Don't reduce yourself, okay? All right? Because they love for you to reduce yourself. She was telling me, yes, as we were having this conversation, she was telling me, she says, yeah, mom, because of course, she, at high school, she finished matric last year. This year she's taking a gap year. When she was in matric, or, in her high school career, she's that girl who gets all the badges and whatnot. And, on her, because she was student council, she was on every whatever program, whatever, things they do at school, these committees and whatnot. So she had all these badges, merit academic badges for whatever, academics, okay? So she would wear them. And then the other kids would say to her, oh, isn't your jacket heavy for you? I'm like, yeah, it is heavy. Where's yours? Do you know what I mean? Like, because instead of them saying, oh, Liema, oh my gosh, look at all your badges, oh, no, they're not going to say that. What? They're going to take the route of being hateful, okay? So the other friend said to her, because, her dad is, they, at school, dad is always there, fetching her every meeting, blah, 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 blah. Dad is always, the classmates, everybody knows dad. Even I remember when it was, they did the journey where they went on a school journey for 10 days or whatever. There was an inside joke where, the kids were saying to her, oh, when they saw a movement in the bushes, they would say, oh, Liema, it's your dad. It's your dad. He's coming to, fetch you, because, they're so close and whatever. So anyway, so this girl was saying to my daughter, oh, Liema, oh, because she saw dad came to the school, if maybe she left her bottle or lunch or whatever, so dad would go to school and, bring it to her and whatever. So this girl was saying to Liema, don't you ever get tired of your dad? I'm like, what? I said, now you see what is happening is that, and it's the true story, right? Because this girl's situation is obviously not a desirable, situation, in the sense that, she's, she does not come from a happy home, okay? I mean, we know the story because, it's out there at school and everybody knows, whatever. So, and, obviously, her parents are divorced and now she lives with her stepdad, and, and her dad is a no-show. So I said, obviously she's asking you this question based on the desire, because she would obviously love for her own dad to do what your dad is doing, you know, hovering over her. But obviously, as a child, I think she does not know how to direct those feelings, and then, they come out in a negative way. But it's wrong of her to say to you, don't you ever get tired of it? Why must you get tired of your dad? Of course you're not tired of your dad. You love it. I mean, when your dad, pops up at school to bring you lunch or whatever, why wouldn't you love it? She would also love it, but it's not happening for her. So this is the extent of projecting, self-hatred, and that people want to impose on others because their life is not what they would like. And so now, you're supposed to hate your life because they don't like their own lives. So yeah, no, 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 no. I'm saying this is not okay. This is not okay. Let us not be doing this. Let us be honest with ourselves, in terms of, just be you and be happy. I remember my neighbor here, because I love to send stuff off to her when I cook something, because I am bragging, right? It is what it is. I am bragging because what else would you call it? When I feel like, oh my God, I've mastered this, I've made something nice, then I pack something for her and I give the girls to send to her. Because why? I wanted to taste it. I wanted to taste, I made this curry and it came out so nice and she loves it, blah, blah, blah. But we have an understanding with her because she's exactly the same. She's exactly the same. So, we have a thing, we're like, oh, you like to brag here. I said, yes, I love it, I love it, I love it. But it is not in a negative way. This is what I'm saying. Let's not be negative about it, okay? We can brag nicely and in a complimentary manner. We don't have to be nasty about it and nasty to the person who is getting something right. Why are we not a society that says, Tembisa, oh, I see you doing this very well. Chomi, please, I need you to help me do this. Like, oh, I want Nam to show off, like, this is what I like. Like, I want my friends to be learning something from me. Like, I don't, for an example, I always say, if you, like at your house, you do what you do and that's fine, okay. But when you come to my house, be assured that I am gonna give you tea in a teapot, okay? Okay, like, why am I doing that? Let's call it what it is, because people want to call it bragging. It's fine, I accept. I'm not going to negate and say it's not bragging. Yes, it is part of bragging, but for me, it's not bragging in a sense of negativity. Basically, what I'm after, I want you to enjoy the ride, okay? Because I want you to see that I make an effort because of you. So when we're going to sit at a table and I'm going to make you tea, I am going to do the things for you to feel special. But is it not your problem if you feel small? It's not my problem, Okay? Sorry. Don't make it my problem. No, like I'm getting annoyed about this now because you know, you try to do something nice and then people will be out there, you know, be like, oh, how she's just showing off. Yes, why don't you try it as well? Like, did you not think it is nice what I did for you? Like, why don't you try it? Because you actually like it. Okay, do it. Do it. Stop trying to make me feel bad about it. Actually, just say to me, oh my God, this is so nice, you know? I feel special, you know, you make the effort, you know, I like that about you, you know? Like, this is good, this is nice, like, thank you, thank you. Me, if somebody does something so sweet for me, I'm like, oh, I love it, thank you. Like, I'll never forget it. Like, I'll be thankful, I'll be like, oh, I want to do exactly that. And you know what? Let me say thank you for listening to my rambling. There's loads more coming. Like, share, subscribe. I always hear them saying this. But yes, so let's do that. Like the video, share the video with your friends, subscribe. There's going to be lots coming your way. Of course, you know, yes, I need motivation. I need motivation to continue making these videos, I suppose. Obviously, I made the video now because I wanted to make it. I'm like, you know, but I suppose, you know, if I get motivation, then, you know, I'm gonna keep them coming. There's so much that I actually want to share. I'm glad that I did this video. It's the first one. It broke the ice for me, and I'm like, you know what? It's fine. It went well for me. I'm not even going to edit anything. I'm just gonna send it just like that. And of course, as we move on, I will, you know, do things differently as I learn because I'm very new. I know nothing, as I told you. The sum up of my technical skills and whatever technology and whatnot is WhatsApp, quite frankly, and that is the truth. But I want to share so much. Like, I want to bring women in to, let's make like nice things for our homes. Like, we don't have to be like, oh, I don't have money, you know. And the next video, I think I'm gonna tell you how I started to sew. Like, now I'm full on. Like, this was lockdown 2021 when suddenly what happened actually was that, you know, of course you're at home and you're seeing a lot of things, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have curtains in this house. This is frustrating me and blah, blah, blah. Don't have the money for it and all of that. And then I started to look on Gumtree to see, okay, can I get someone who can make me, you know, curtains? You know, and I did look, I found someone, I contacted them and they made me the curtains. No, it was fine. It's what I saw and, you know, what they delivered, which was great. But then after that, I was like, oh, I would love to, you know, to have curtains for the other bedrooms. But oh my gosh, like, that whole stint cost me like 4,000 Rand. So I was like, I don't have more money for this. I don't. Where am I going to get this money? Okay, no, I don't have the money. Okay, fine. Timmy, so what are you going to do? What are you going to do, girl? What are you going to do? You need the curtains. Okay, all right. I remembered. Oh, you have a sewing machine. I don't know why my husband bought me a sewing machine, because he's never seen me sewing. I've never sewed nothing in my life. Anyway, this sewing machine was there, and never used it. Actually, what happened to it then, family members knew I had this sewing machine, so this one borrowed it, this one borrowed it, and eventually, when I now realized, okay, there was this sewing machine, where is it? Maybe I must start to do something. And then when I figured, okay, there's the sewing machine, and then the foot was missing, and the what you call it, the bobbin was missing and whatnot. So anyway, I took the machine to a place, and they put in the bobbin, and I found the foot. Actually, I phoned my aunt. I said, I'm looking for the foot of my machine. I know at some point you had it, and at some point my mom had it. So, please look. Yeah, she said she found it. So I went to get it from her. And then I couldn't even thread a machine, okay? It was a mystery, okay? Because, as I say, I couldn't thread, I couldn't do anything. I didn't know how, the only thing I know about a sewing machine is I've seen my grandmother sew, I've seen my aunt sew. That's it, nothing more. So I went on YouTube, how to thread, how to do this, and every time something went with the machine, I was like, oh my God. Then my husband and I, we ran to the haberdashery shop. We're like, oh, we need help. And so my poor husband had to now look as well what is happening, because I was so stressed with this machine. So, he was also now like kind of learning how to thread to help me, because, long story short, girl, I am full on. I am literally sewing. I literally left my job, okay, because I was like, I can do this, okay. And I'm loving it. Most importantly, I mean, there's another story to the story about leaving my job, but it's part of it. I mean, there was a greater reason, which in one of the stories I'll share. There's lots of things to share, and so basically now I am sewing all my curtains, cushions, down to bedding. Now that I'm doing my own bedding, like literally everything. But most importantly, it is so liberating. And when I'm liberated, when I'm like this, if something is working for me, I'm like, it's working for me, please let it work for you too. I'm like, I always want to share something. That is my nature. That is literally my nature. I remember a friend of mine lost her husband to cancer. And, because I'm just like that, I considered to say to my friend, you can have my husband too, because literally I'm like that. I'm like, I want you to also have. I'm like, I don't want to be happy alone. And this is what is frustrating to me. This is what is frustrating, because I don't withhold, I don't hold back. I like to give and share, and yet you still find people who are just like negative and not wanting you to be happy and having things, and it's not right. We can all survive, we can all have, and we should all share. And I don't want to have things alone. I want other people to also have. Like, I don't take any joy if I have a friend and they're not having a nice time. You know what I mean? Like, how am I supposed to be on a level with them if they're not, you know what I mean? So I naturally want them to also have it. You know what I mean? So, but this is one of the things we're going to be talking about, and all the things on my mind. But thank you so much. This is now getting to an hour. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So, I'm a rattle mouth, am I not? Can you believe it? The first video, and I'm literally like, can't stop talking. You are in for it. You are in for it. Thank you guys. Like, subscribe, and share this video to all your friends so that we can all be in this community. We can share. I will be doing lessons on sewing and doing cushions, doing this, doing that, cooking, story times, everything. Thank you.